Okay, guys. So I got you on the stick for right now because I thought what we do starting off today is we're going to do a little walkthrough in the garden, assess our plants because there are some issues going on right now. Uh, some of them not too bad. Some of them could potentially get worse. So we're going to look at some of the plants today and we're going to go through that. So first things first, as you can see, some of the cauliflowers have been chomped on a little bit. Also, I think it was on here. One of these leaves. We do have some more powdery mildew coming in. So I have a bad feeling we're going to have to cut these off. But I also have, as you can see right here, somebody's having a buffet. Now I don't see any bugs. I do see a ladybug on there. Or I forget what they call them in England. But yeah, so we have some more powdery mildew down here. This is my concern. And as you can see down here, there's some more chomping going on. So I don't want to let that get too far because we do have one, two, and three zucchini coming in. So I don't want to lose any of those. So we're gonna have to look at what we got for stuff. The other issue I have is, as you can see, the bugs are going to town on this broccoli. Now we do have some actual broccoli coming up. This is first for me. Never had broccoli before, so we do have a broccoli head coming up there. The cauliflowers are looking pretty good. Like I said, that one at the top is the only one that really has any issues. The other plants in here so far, they look pretty good. Our garlic is doing well. No issues with that. This is asparagus. We do have a stalk up here, but I'm not sure what to do with that yet because everything I've gotten so far is 3 years before you harvest. So I'm going to have to look into that, see what's going on there. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's go to the other side. These are looking really, really good. I don't see any powdery mildew. I do see some rust spots, so I'm going to have to look that up. I do see a little, what looks like possible powdery mildew there. We'll look at that a little closer. There's a little bit of chomping going on over here. As opposed to last year, so far so good. This is much better than last year. Still not sure what this is, guys. Till we get a fruit on here, I won't know that this is. Now, I don't know if some of you have seen before on your, there we go, there's some bugs on there. If you've seen on your camera, or your cameras, on your phones now, we do have something coming here. I don't know what that is though. So if you know what it is, drop it in the comments and we'll take a look at that. Tomatoes, this thing is going berserk. So we're doing really, really good with the tomato plant. The flowers are kind of starting to die out a little bit because I didn't head those off quick enough. Again, backside of the zucchini, we do have quite a bit of powder mildew. So I really need to chop these things off before they get too far. And we do have some more peppers coming up in there. Where's that other one? That pepper plant right there has gotten really big. I still don't see any color changes in that yet. So I'm still not 100% certain that when I grab that, it is the color it says it is. I believe that one says it's red. I haven't seen any color change yet. I'm not opposed to green peppers, trust me. Green peppers are not a bad thing. So, I do see something here. Nope, that's just a piece of looks like maybe the flower or something at one point. Yeah, that kind of looks like flour. But corn, I got one good stalk here. It's looking really, really good. The mint is out of control, so I'm going to have to cut this back. It is really going really, really well. The peas, I'm going to get I've got some stakes over on the side, and I think what I'm going to try and do is train it up the stake so it stands up. These stakes right here, We're going to put one of those in by the pea and let that grow up that and see what comes of it. I don't know that anything will come of it, but we're going to try. But here's another garlic, and it's looking really, really good. I'm still not 100% sure when I need to harvest those. I keep checking and different things from different people, and I'm really getting covered by ants here. It's crazy. I will need to, at some, I just knocked this off. I need to put that back up. There we go. Just disturbed all the ants. I will need to come out here for other things. Now, I did cut the cilantro back. I left a couple of the smaller sprigs here, so we'll see if that comes back or not. I waited way too long to get that to go. We have another stalk of corn here. We have a large stalk of corn here. Now, I think that's, no, you know what that is? I think that's garlic. That's garlic. It's got to be garlic. Oh, here's another corn stalk here. So I think these are the early corn that I have planted here. This one, and then this one. I don't know where the other corn went to. I'm not sure. That may be corn. That actually, that might be corn. I don't know. We'll see. What else we got? So anyway, we're going to need to address some of these things today. Couple products that I have, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. I'm probably going to pause this for a minute and read these, but I have this for caterpillar worm control on fruits and vegetables, ornaments, and shade trees in and around the home garden. For organic gardens, it says. I don't know if I have caterpillars or not. I never see them, so I don't know. And then I also have insecticidal soap for vegetable citrus, and it says for organic gardens, goes for aphids, spider mites, thrips, white flies, aphids, kills 30 listed insects and scale. So we're going to open those. I haven't opened either one of those yet. I've never tried either one of those, and we're going to give them a try in the garden. Now, one thing I do know is that I'm going to have to put this tripod up, because I won't be able to do anything without that. I do know you can't be spraying it when it's wet. So the only reason I haven't done this earlier is, anybody that's here in Georgia knows, last few days, and I'm sorry, let me pause this while I do this. All right, much better. Anybody know that's in Georgia knows for the last few days, it has been raining. So I found the bugs. Actually, I came home after work one day, found them on the plants, and I wanted to spray them right then and there, but the problem with that was it was still raining, so I couldn't really spray them. Now, I am quite surprised. The cantaloupe is doing well. I have a bunch of flowers on there, but I want to get those treated because there's something chewing on those, and I don't want to lose those. There's also something chewing on the cabbage. I believe there was some on that one plant. I don't know what it is. I'm tending to think that it might be a squash, but again, doggone squirrels or chipmunks took the tags out on me, so I don't know what they are. Now, as I was going around, if you notice, everything's a little wilty because it is now almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's about the heat of the day, so everything's a little wilty. Now, as it cools down towards the evening time when I come back out, it's usually looks a little bit better. But this is the time I try to get everything done. So I try to get my whole week's worth of grocery shopping, gas, cleaning, everything done by Sunday evening and Monday afternoon. So I cram all that, and then doctor's appointments, whatever else I have, I cram all those in on Monday. The cleaning is done mostly on Sunday. I don't have a large space to clean. I have a bathroom, a 3-piece bathroom, my room, and I usually clean the stairs every other week. They're carpeted, so I don't want to, and they don't get too bad, but I try to clean them every other week at least. But my room gets vacuumed weekly. You know, I do all my laundry weekly, change out the linens and the bathroom and all that. So I try to get all that done. So by the time I get out here Monday, it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon, sometimes later. So everything's a little wilty. And oh, that is so nice. A little bit of cloud cover, a little break from that sun. Everything's a little wilty right now, which is fine. But I couldn't spray anything the last few days because it has been rainy. Now, I'm also looking into the powder mildew. If I can, I know there's some sprays for it. I also know there are concoctions you can mix up to treat that. So I'm looking at possibly making my own stuff. I'm not sure. My problem is space and time. I don't want to. I don't necessarily want to buy commercial products that I can't be 100% sure what's in there. I'm going on the fact that they say organic, right? But what I've learned through the years is organic could mean that the EPA or the government or whatever allows for a certain chemical, which I don't want chemicals in there. But for right now, until I learn how to make my own stuff, I have to go with this stuff. I want a good harvest this year. Last year wasn't really good. I didn't get any squash. I didn't get any of the things that I really wanted. I had some beans, but they didn't do really well. So I didn't get enough to make any stuff for the freezer for wintertime or even use during the year. I had enough. I made probably one meal of on my own green beans. So, I mean, that was nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, but I really wanted a better harvest this year. So I'm going to try and tackle some of these. Now, the potatoes, um, they're doing amazing. I got to be honest. Last year, I couldn't get one potato to grow. This year, I've got 4 buckets full of potatoes. Some have 2 plants in them. I think 2 buckets have two potato plants in them. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure of the variety. And also, which is a mistake I'm going to correct next year. Also, because there's 2 different varieties there, I don't even know if I put the same variety in the pot. So I don't know if that makes a difference. I'm not going to worry too much about it this year. Again, over the next few years, it is just literally going to be me putting stuff in these garden containers, right? To learn what grows, what doesn't grow, how much I can put in one pot. And I'll be honest with you, this year, I got quite a bit in these pots, and it seems to be growing. So now, is it going to be dwarf? These flying bugs today, what is with them? Is it going to be dwarf flying ants? Great. Is it going to be dwarfed? Like, are the fruits going to be smaller than normal? I mean, I'm going to move out of the sun, guys. Whew, getting a little warm in there. I'm not convinced those are ants. Those might be termites flying around. Anyway, so I don't know. Like, I don't know any of that zucchini that's growing over that one zucchini. That is pretty big compared to stuff I've seen in the grocery store. That's already about the size of a grocery store zucchini. Now, when I was a kid, like, we had zucchinis, like, they were enormous. But again, we had good growing soil. We had manure put on the garden every year. We did a lot of weed control stuff. My mom, like we did back then, we just put regular plastic down. And I mean, the first year, I remember we literally slit garbage bags, the heavy duty ones, slid them down the sides, right? Opened them up in long sheets, and we laid those down with bricks and rocks, big rocks that we took out of the garden when the neighbor came to plow. And we used those to hold us down. We never had to really weed as kids. Like, we had small patches that we had to weed. But so what I'm doing is very similar in a way. by putting the straw down, I'm doing two things. I'm keeping the weeds under control, one, and then two, I'm keeping moisture control in, and then three, that's going to break down. And when that breaks down into the soil later, right, I've got compost, I've got natural compost going in there. So, and like I said, this year when we're done, I'm literally just I'm gonna leave that stuff on top, right? So it's gonna protect the soil over the winter. Come spring, I'm literally gonna churn that up into the soil a little bit. Then we're gonna start planting again next year. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna, this year, or next year rather, instead of waiting for the plants to come up, we're literally gonna put what is with these guys? I literally think these are, they look like flying ants, but I hope it's not termites. But anyway, so I'm literally going to put it over top, right? I'm just going to dig down, plant the seeds in there, and then I'm going to put the straw over the top immediately. I'm not going to wait till they start coming up until the only thing I will wait to bury those things with this year or next year is going to be the potatoes. So if you recall, and I'm going to turn you guys so you can see them. There we go. There's potatoes right there. So if you guys recall, when I did the potatoes, I don't know if you guys saw the videos or not. They are on there. My videos are linked or in a folder or whatever, anyway, folder, whatever, in the thing. So last year's folders or last year's videos are all in one set. This year's videos are all in another set. So if you want to go back and look at those, you can look at those. You can see where we started from. But the potatoes, I literally started with about a third of the bag, and then I placed the potato starts in, and then I covered them with like I think it was 2-3 inches, maybe 4 inches of soil. Then once they started popping up, we went through and I fed them every time. So every time I did that with the soil, I put down fertilizer, bone meal, whatever. So every time I did that, I put that stuff down, right? So there's 3 layers of bone meal and fertilizer in there. So that every stage has a little bit of fertilizer, everything in there. So once I got to the top, that's when I covered it with the straw, right? So now as I move this around, I'm going to bring some of this over. So you can see, I think you can see, that's really, really moist. Now, we've had a good day of sunshine, and you can see, if you look carefully, maybe, you can see it's all starting to break down. It's already breaking apart, coming apart and breaking down, right? So it's already feeding the soil. But as I stick my finger down underneath this, right, the pot's still moist. It's cool, it's moist, it's not hot. So if I had left those open, right, all that water would have evaporated out of there. So by putting this on, I'm getting 3 things done. I'm keeping my weed control down, right? 1. I'm keeping my moisture in, 2. And then it's breaking down. So it's actually feeding the soil, which is going to feed the plant. So I've got 3 things going on there. It's also, I guess the 4th one, I guess you could say, it's creating more soil, right? So now the thing is, once these are done growing, right, I'm literally going to dump all this soil out. So I'm going to make a pile of this, and then I'll make a decision what I'm going to do with the soil at that point. I may just put the soil back in the bags to keep it, and then cover it with a layer of straw, or try and save this straw and put this straw back on top. That way I keep the soil the way it is, and then once we get into next season to grow potatoes, I'll dump this all into my cart that I have down at the end there, and we'll dump it in the cart, we'll mix it up, and we'll start all over again. So we'll have that soil to reuse for the next set of potatoes. So yeah, so that's how that goes. So I hope you can see that on the video of how moist that straw is still. And it's been probably 2 days now that it hasn't rained, and today has been sunny all day. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do with that. Anyway, so I think, let's look at our timer because I don't want to get you guys with a whole bunch of, there we go. Sorry about the greenhouse. Yeah, not my house. So anyway, whoa, I stepped on one of those spikes. Ooh, that went right into my shoe. So anyway, so we're close to the end of this video. So I'll do another video today. So we'll have 2 videos for the end of. Well, I'll have this video for Wednesday, and then I'll have another video for Monday. So we'll have 2 videos out. So anyways, so that's where we're at with this stuff, guys. So I'm just going to use what I have. Again, I have insecticidal soap, so that will help me with the insects. And then I also have this one, which will help me with the worms. The worms and caterpillars are probably going to go on like the zucchini and the melon and whatever that other plant is. I'm pretty sure it's a squash plant. The insecticidal soap I'm probably going to put on the cabbages, the broccoli, and probably the peppers and tomatoes as well. And we'll get those. The tomatoes didn't seem to be too bothered. They actually look really, really good. So I'm really not going to probably do anything with the tomatoes unless I see something going at them. If I see something to eat on them, then we'll put something on there. I'd rather do this without putting anything on the plants, but at the same time, like right now, something's eating them. So I need to put something on to deter that so that I can get a full growth. Like I said, the broccoli right now, I've got one head 100%, which I showed you on camera showing. So that's awesome. Like I said, I've never grown broccoli before. Knowing what I know now, if I get the chance next year, I'm going to start seeds myself, or try to start seeds myself in January. So by the end of February, maybe the first week in March, depending on what the climate and the weather's like, get those seeds into the pots out here and have an early start with the broccoli, because broccoli does better in the colder temperatures. So if I get them in there early enough, by the end of May, maybe June, I'll have my first harvest of broccoli. We'll see how this goes. When did I plant those? I think I planted those at the end of March. So the end of March, April, May. So we're into May, not quite 2 months or a month and a half. And they're already starting to show broccoli heads. So next year, maybe we'll start those a little early. So for right now, guys, I'm going to end this video where we're at. We are up to 123 follows. I really, really want to thank you guys. It's been an amazing journey so far. And this, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Just poke it. It doesn't cost you anything, guys. Just smack that subscribe button. It helps the channel out. Hit the little bell notification so when I do put stuff out, you'll know. You'll get a notification that I put it out. Drop a comment in there. Again, guys, if you know what that squash, melon, whatever plant is, if you know what that is, drop it in a comment. Let me know. I'd be interested to know. The only thing I can think, I thought I put a cantaloupe out there, but it may have been a squash, or it was possibly a watermelon. I might have put it on a video, so I may go back and look at some of my videos and see the earlier ones and see what I did with that. But yeah, if you know what it is, drop a comment. If you don't know what it is, you want to take a guess, and then when we figure it out, we'll post it up and we'll see who's right or wrong, you know. But anyways, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you drop a comment in there for me. Let me know you got all the way to the end. I thank you guys. It's really important that you watch all the way through if you can. If you can't stand to look at me any longer, I get it. Yeah, not funny, not the best looking, but yeah, I appreciate those of you guys that really go all the way through. I appreciate all of you anyway, but all the ones that go the extra mile and go all the way through, that really helps our numbers, get our numbers up there, push this further to the top so more and more people can see it. I am getting eaten alive by these bugs. So anyways, make sure you hit that subscribe. Let's get these follows in. The goal for right now is 150. We're at 123, I want to say. So again, thank you guys so much. And those of you who have been here for the longest time, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. I never thought I'd get past 100, to be honest with you. So this is amazing. We'll catch you guys next week. Make sure you stay safe, stay blessed, and have a great week. We'll catch you in the next video.